Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Pikmin 2. In the last episode, we had a bit of a shocker down in Frontier Cavern. This episode, we're at least going to be having a little bit more of a quiet one, I suppose, if nothing else. I've got some business here in the Perplexing Pool. Something to actually show off that we haven't seen yet, which, well, there's everything in this game stuff we haven't seen before. But I'm going to leave the President there and take these white Pikmin around the secret back way with Olimar. Where does this lead to? Well, we need to make sure we've got someone ready on the other side first, and specifically with, let's say 30 blue Pikmin. I'm worried that most of oh no, good, they're all still actually flowered. You'll notice I'm moving much faster than them because I got the rush boots at the end of last episode. An irritating item, the rush boots are, because they now mean I reliably move faster than my Pikmin, and that's deeply irritating, because why would you want that? But it's there, certainly. We're already having a bit of a bad time against these Dumples, I don't know, but we're certainly not losing anyone to them, but a lot of them got deflowered, which is frustrating, but I guess that's just, combat does that annoyingly well to Pikmin. Anyway, we have, oh, bloody hell, I haven't even got a thing this time. What's that even basing on? I swear, I never have any problems with the sensor bar while I'm, like, practicing and researching for the tutorials. I only want to hit record that it's in, like, yes, you want to point at the ceiling, don't you? There we go. So, note how few Pikmin I'm attacking them with. I've learned this now with Wally Hops. Actually, and the trick is call them off there, throw them on there, and just rinse and repeat that cycle. You can fight them with, like, 5 Pikmin really effectively. Anyway, you'll notice the treasurometer is going mad here. So, if we kill this Skitterleaf, deflowers a load of my Pikmin, but if we kill this Skitterleaf, nothing happens. Interesting. The treasure is here, but it's buried, for which we need white Pikmin. So you take them around this back way here, and you can chuck them. Interesting. You can chuck them onto this divider, and then the President can go over and collect them. You can only do this with white Pikmin, and of course this is the only way to get them here. He starts searching. Come on, lads. There we go. So, once it's out enough that the blues can latch onto it... Come on. There's only one of them on it. Come on. There we go. Right, okay. I will now separate out safely. Yeah, okay. No, come on. Right. Separate out safely. Launch the whites back up to Olimar. And apparently a blue for good measure. And bring them back. The white's business here is done. We just need them very briefly for getting that process started. Let's get that guy back, and we'll return them with Olimar at some point in the future. For now, what we need to do is get this thing unearthed, which is much easier to do with a large army of blues anyway. Why did I only bring 30 blues? Because I really thought that was going to unearth faster. Hey, this thing can take 30 people max. But we actually have to clear the way for it a little bit, because unfortunately it does not go back the way it came from. It goes forwards here. So, we have some enemies to fight actually the way here. Of course, we're going to take them on with... God, Dumples can just really fucking wreck you, can't they? It always surprises me how quickly they can actually... That did 3 Pikmin in there. Right, let's get this moving over here. There are some more enemies in the way, but I'll fight them as and when it's necessary, really. So. Come on, get them under. There we go. Right, in the meantime, while that's at least moving that small distance, I actually want more white Pikmin out, confusingly. I'm going to bring, let's say, bring them up to 25 in total. I want to use these right away, but I'm gonna get them ready for use. I forget how slow even relative to the rush boots, even oh, bloody hell. Even white Pikmin, when leafed, are painfully slow, it sometimes feels like. Right, and there we go. Whistle them off and throw them on again. It's the old rinse and repeat. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh, we're fine. And then there we go. Let's get this moving again. Oh, not quite. I thought I'd done him in. I have done him in. Excellent. Yeah, he just took a moment to realise it. So, this one shouldn't be really in the way, neither should the Bloister be, but I'm just going to fight them to be safe. And also because we've only got 2 treasures left to get in the entire... Ooh, no. We've only got 2 treasures left to get in the entire Perplexing Pool, and I'll probably get them both by not long after midday, so it'll be nice to have some corpses to choose from, quite frankly. I think we've nearly got this guy. There we go. He has croaked, if you'll pardon the pun. Right, let's slap these remaining blues that we have here onto the onion, get that moving. Other kind of onion. And then finally, we've got these things here. What do I want to do with these? Well, there is one more treasure. And in order to get this treasure, we have to have drained this area, so got access to the shower room. Because up here, if we follow the treasurometer... There we go. It's around here somewhere. There we go. Here's the thing to dig up. So, of course, like the last one, this can also only be found with whites, and obviously normally this area is underwater. We don't obviously only need one to start digging it up, and then you can put other Pikmin on it. But there is the nice advantage that white Pikmin move like buggery. So once they... This thing's quite big, actually, but once they get it out... Oh, they're going to have it bloody motoring along. I mean, it's still not quite as fast as me, but there we go. So, let's grab the president and head back up and await our spoils arriving back home. As long as they don't get fucked up by these guys. Right, let's use our rocket fists to maximum effect. This is the nice thing about the rocket fist. When you have both captains punch, and you can do a surprisingly good amount of damage. Like, you can kill these things. Though I'm aware from the past that these can kill captains as well. I learned that the hard way. So let's not tease things too much. There's my onion replica back. I gave away the name of it, but yes, it's a particularly good one, which I like. The onion replica. Very good. And then this thing is also making its way back. I'm just going to loiter around and kill these things, so I'll see you when it is back. And there we go. Our final surface treasure of the Perplexing Pool is, for 60 quid, the Fortified Delicacy. And there we go. So our treasurometer dies down, and I'm going to return these white Pikmin. And my business for now is going to be just building Pikmin up for the rest of the day. I'm going to start with blue Pikmin. And because I think they've taken the most hit, really, from the submerged castle especially. And then I'm just going to kind of build everyone up evenly. So I'll see you at the end of the day. And there we have it, a completely uneventful day of building up Pikmin numbers. But this is the nice thing about all Pikmin numbers, all Pikmin other than purples and whites, the kind of the standard ones, is you can actually really easily do it. If you look at my numbers here, everyone's back up to high numbers. I mean, it was blues that had suffered most, well, it was purples that suffered the most, but that's a much tougher question. But generally, they're all back to totally workable numbers now. Not that anything above 100 is decent, but since I have extra time on that day anyway. But we're still missing a lot of purples. And I'm going to deal with that now. First off, mail. Oh yeah, my allowance doubled, and it's all thanks to my papa. After all, he's a great captain, but when in the world will he be able to come home, huh? In fairness, it's only been 2 weeks. That's not that insane. But, yes, this is going to be a weird episode. And not only is this an episode in which we do an entire day in one episode, but we're going to do 2 days in one episode. But one of them's going to be weird. Let's head down to the Valley of Repose. Now, it gets even weirder. I'm going to withdraw precisely 1 red Pikmin. I'm going to carry him with me. There's a reason why I'm doing this. I need to have a Pikmin with me, otherwise I can't do what I'm about to do. But I move faster than all Pikmin. This way, I can carry one with me. That Pikmin's also pretty immune from harm while I'm doing so. I'm going to head over to the Subterranean Complex. And now I'm going to show you how to do something incredibly useful. Future Doctor, timer on please, as we go in with a single Pikmin. I will see you at the bottom-ish, but I will draw attention to interesting stuff on the way down. What I'm going to be doing here is just running through the cave, either leaving my Pikmin at the start, or in cases where I have to move them around, just carrying my lone Pikmin around. But mostly I can do, for example, here seems pretty safe. Leave the Pikmin there, run straight through this thing, we're fine, we can outmove anything, and there you go, bam, down to sub-level 2. Don't fight anything, don't disable anything, I've got all the treasures here. I will just see you down, well, firstly at the rest level. So on the rest level, all I really want to do here is gather the eggs. Eggs are obviously pretty useless when all you've got is 1 flower Pikmin, but they can occasionally have sprays in. And there are a lot of them down here, in fairness. But with that done, assuming I don't get any sprays or anything, I will continue down and see you at the penultimate rest level. So it's, well, it's the ultimate one, it's the penultimate level. So that will be sub-level 8. And here is our real business here. Even though the Subterranean Complex seems like an evil dungeon, it's incredibly easy to speedrun when you're not actually having to focus on getting any of the treasures. So the nice thing about that is, so it's taking me, wow, look at the timer, less than 5 minutes to get down to sub-level 8. What's so nice about sub-level 8? The set of purple candy pop buds and queen candy pop buds. This means you can convert 1 Pikmin down here successfully into 15 purple Pikmin, and there are more than enough resources down here as well to flower your newfound purple Pikmin. For those who hadn't realised, yes, I am now grinding purple Pikmin. I need 100 of them by next episode, so I'm doing this now. I'm going to do this until I've got 100, and then at that point I will see you in the Picklopedia. Well, in the treasure hoard. And so with that, it's been, what, half an hour, something like that? I'll put on screen exactly how long it's been, but relatively quick and actually painless and foolproof way of grinding up purple Pikmin. If we look at our reports, well, we made a tenner today, and there were some mitites in the cave I was able to bring back from a couple of eggs. But Pikmin numbers, technically lost some reds due to candy pop conversion, but look at that, 108 purples. We'll be using them next episode. And on that note, oh, actually, we've just got mail to read. Spam. I'm so lonely. I want a friend that'll listen to my troubles. I want to meet someone like you. Contact me at pikmin2.nintendo.co.uk. The heady days of 2004 internet. But yes, we've got 2 treasures to read, and I'll end this rather unusual 2-day episode with it. Sorry, I went black there, and I was very baffled as to why. Here we go. First off, the Fortified Delicacy. I wonder what's become of the creature this shell was defending. Enigmas like this always make me curious. Was it tasty? Maybe I should find one and give it a taste. All in the name of science and exploration, of course. And then we have... what was the other one? It was the onion replica, which I think I've already gone past. There it is. This looks just like one of Hocotate's famous sweet onions. Come to think of it, I gave that onion its name because it looked just like a Hocotate onion. To avoid confusion, I'll call this vegetable an onion replica. And there we have it. So... what are we going to be doing next episode? Well, we're finally going to be going on and exploring the 4th and final area, having 100%ed the Perplexing Pool, the Valley of Repose, the Awakening Wood, got my 100 purples, we'll be heading down to the Wistful Wild. Hope you'll join me then, thank you very much, and good day.